What's up, you guys? This is Chris, aka Thrift BCQ, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 10 items I was able to sell in my store last week in the month of May on eBay and eBay Canada. So let's go. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Chris, and I am a reseller up in Toronto, Canada. Now, before I get to these 10 items, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And also, don't forget to hit that bell so that you know when another fire video is coming out. Now, this week has been way better compared to last week. Like I mentioned before, the week before, it was pretty slow, so I'm happy to see sales starting to come back in again, and hopefully they continue to keep going. But if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to show you 2 of the items that I sold were for pretty good money, so I was really happy about those sales, and they sold right away, so stay tuned for that, guys. Alright, first item I sold. This was from one of my previous hauls, and it was 2 bottles of like Victoria's Secret discontinued fragrance mist that I had. One was fairly valuable, the other one wasn't so much. Sorry, the one that I sold was the one that wasn't too valuable, but still made money off of it. So I got both of those bottles for $4.99 together with 20% off, and I ended up selling this one for $25 plus shipping. This was in my store for probably about 4 months, so I'm glad that it was able to go. It was the Victoria's Secret Champagne Glow limited edition fragrance mist, and again, $25 from $4.99, and I mean it'll be even less because if you divide both bottles together, but other than that, I still made some pretty decent profit on it. Alright, now the next thing I sold, this was part of my Lego lot that I picked up before. This was in my store for probably about 2.5 weeks, and I ended up having a bunch of these from a big lot that I had. It was for $5 as the average buy cost. I ended up selling it. This is the Lego item, the model number, sorry, it's 75247. It's the Star Wars Rebel A-Wing Starfighter Pilot and C-3PO mini figurines. So again, $5 was the regular buy cost, or the average buy cost on these, and I ended up selling this one for $15.99 plus shipping. So with that lot, I made in total around $38 in sales from my initial $15 buy cost. And so, I mean, I didn't make that much. I mean, it was $23 before fees and taxes, so I mean, it's not something to scream about, but at that time, it was pretty hard for me to find inventory, and because I was finding it through like a Facebook Marketplace or Letgo or Garage Sale, the cost of these items were a bit higher than what I would normally want to spend. So again, because of the times of right now, I was willing to have a smaller margin, but still make profit. So other than that, I'm glad that haul was done with, and on to the next one. Alright, the next item I was able to sell, this was an HP inkjet print cartridge. It expired in 2006. I mean, the value of it was not that great, just looking at the comps. And so, for expired ink, I don't expect to get that much. So this one ended up selling for $4, but the shipping actually cost a bit more. So I made a bit off of the shipping as well. So probably in total I made about $7 to $8 more out of that whole thing. But other than that, like, I had this in my store for so long, I don't expect this to have such a huge value. So again, I had nothing in this, so I'm just glad to see these things sell every now and then, just to make room for more inventory. Alright, the next thing I was able to sell, this one was pretty interesting because, again, I like finding filters, and anytime I can find a filter at a cheap price, I'll definitely pick it up. This was something I picked up at a liquidation store that happened to be open up during this whole pandemic. So I ended up trying to go in there to see what was up, see what was in there, and I found this item. It looked like it was an Amazon return or something, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But it was a Samsung genuine refrigerator water filter. The model is DA29-00003G. This was brand new sealed. It was an OEM filter, so it was directly from, you can see the Samsung brand and everything on the box. I got this originally for $3.99, and this sold literally in under 24 hours for $23.99 plus shipping. So that was a great sale for me. Okay, so the next item I was able to sell, this one was definitely in my store for quite a bit of time. It's a very specific item. So it was my LG air conditioner remote. The model is DG11J1-61. I had this originally for $32. I saw the price of it because like the Soul Comp show was going for that much, but I don't know, just wasn't moving in my store, so it ended up going all the way down to $15. So I think it was because I had a watcher on it, and so I sent an offer to him. I got the item originally for like $3.99, $2.99, and so I offered him $15 for the item. I think it was at 20 something. So he took that with $7 shipping, and then it worked. It was in working condition. I tried out with the batteries and stuff. I have a tutorial on this specific remote showing that it worked. $15 plus shipping, went out first class, super light item, and yeah. All right, the next item I was able to sell, I actually had this in my house for a while. I got this a long time ago. I never ended up playing it for some reason. I don't know why, but this was the Seen It, the Simpsons edition. This was brand new, sealed. I never used it and never opened it or anything. So unfortunately, the value of this, it wasn't that great on eBay, just because there are so many. So I had this in my store probably for about a week and a half, and it still managed to sell fairly quickly because I had it priced fairly reasonable. So this one went for $14.99 plus shipping, and yeah, it's again, I had it in my store for a week and a half, so I'm just glad it's able to go and make more room in my inventory again. Alright, the next item I was able to sell, this was from my .com store. This was The Legend of Zelda, The Twilight Princess for the Nintendo Wii. There was a lot of these games, so I was fairly surprised how fast this went. I had this listed for 2 days, and I ended up selling it on there. So the comps showed probably between $14 and $17 with free shipping for the sold comps. So guys, make sure you're checking the sold comps as opposed to what they're asking for. But this ended up selling for $15.99 with free shipping. Now, if you convert that to Canadian, that's roughly around $22 and change. I bought this originally for $3.99, so I was happy to see this one go. It was a complete set, so it had the disc, it had the manuals and everything, and the case. So always make sure that you put that information in, that it's complete. The way I had it displayed too, I had it make it, like, I learned this from Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker. I learned to have it all, like, make it look like there's more. So what I did was I displayed the disc with the case and the manuals all in one picture, as opposed to just showing a picture of the disc. So I guess it gives it more appeal. I mean, and it worked. I'm glad to see that media is still selling. Like, I'm just gonna keep riding this wave, and I'm gonna keep going with listing as many as I can. Alright, now this item that I had, this has been in my store for months. With clothing, I think I'm gonna start purging a lot of it. If I can just get rid of it, I will, because frankly, I'm not like, there are certain types of clothing I'll probably look out for, but I mean, just getting clothes in general, I prefer finding hard goods. I love selling them. I love testing them. That's what I really enjoy doing. So I'm gonna try to just purge a lot of these clothes. I had a big sale going on for my clothes right now. This was the Tommy Bahama men's medium, horrible size, horrible. White linen shirt, but linen's a good material to have, but medium is not the greatest, and the condition of it was not the greatest as well. But at the time, I thought Tommy Bahama, you know, it's gotta be the best, but it hasn't been that great lately. So I mean, you gotta be specific when you're finding Tommy Bahama. It's gotta be bigger size, XL, large, double XL, and it's got to have a nice print, or a very distinct print. And I mean, if you can find silk or the linen, I guess that would be ideal as well. But it's got to be super unique, I find, if I'm gonna end up selling it again. This one, I had it for originally for $11.99. I ended up selling it for $6 plus shipping. Again, I'm trying to purge my clothes right now, so I'm just glad I'm able to get rid of another piece. Alright, on to the goodies. So the next item I was able to sell, this was Zion Williamson from the Prism Draft Picks. This was a Zion Williamson silver prism. So if you ever see a rainbow-like reflection on the card itself, it's a silver, it's technically a silver prism. And then also you can tell by the back of the card it'll have the word prism on it as well. But it's a very rare card to get, so that's why it brings up the value. Generally, a rare, or like a regular base card of this usually goes for probably about $20-25. Because this is a silver one, This one actually goes for, the sold comps were roughly between $80 to $100. I had this listed for around $120. Someone made an offer for $85, and you know what? I'm really just looking to get my cards to sell because, I mean, with my luck, it hasn't been the greatest. So because I managed to find this one, I was willing to let it go. So $85 plus shipping. I put these in a nice padded envelope because I want to make sure these are protected. For such high dollar cards, I like to make sure they have tracking and they are protected as much as possible for that buyer's investment. All right, guys, this is the last item. Now, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so here we go. If you saw my first Mosaic live unboxing of these packs, you're gonna see I had one major hit, which was the Ja Morant NBA debut silver Mosaic card. It was a beautiful card. I'm telling you, it was beautiful. And because it's a rarer card, it's going to go for more money. So this one was, I saw the comps on these between 120 to around 140 Canadian. And so I ended up pricing it high just to see maybe I can get an offer on it. And then I'll get in between that area. So I had this originally for $159.99. And within the 24 hours, someone ended up buying it at full asking price. $159.99 plus shipping. What a sale. I'm so happy with that. And also just to mention that Zion before, he ended up selling too within about a day and a half. So these cards are still selling, guys. I'm telling you, you just got to make sure you find the right ones, obviously, and then they will sell fairly quickly because these guys are still sought after. Oh man, $159.99, so crazy. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are 10 items I was able to sell last week in the month of May on eBay and eBay Canada. I'm telling you, the sales are still coming in, and they're continuing to come in as we speak. So I don't know, maybe it was the Enderman that was helping the case, but I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, that's pretty much everything for now. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And also, you can message me on Instagram as well, at ThriftBCQ. And that is everything. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. It'll be a big haul that I picked up from my guy. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for the view. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is ThriftBCQ signing out. Peace out, guys.